Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got
Time.
to win the Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comment. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got
Woo!
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss Dre off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Brashard Smith.
Brashard Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
Welcome in, guys. We are back, and it's a Red Monday. We got Mango. Nick is out. Lou. And we got Coach Dre at the bottom in the corner. And we want to welcome everybody in that's in the chat right now. Western and Ken Segler, DS, and everybody else that's joining in everywhere else. Please subscribe to the show. And also, I'm going to reshare the show if you see it on other platforms. So, how was you guys' weekend?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm kind of pissed off. Y'all know me. I'm kind of pissed off, man. My guys took a good L. Took a L on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I'm great. I'm great, man. Kind of pissed off, but I'm great. I'm good.
What about you, Mango?
Yeah, not been too well, but feeling better now. Happy to be back with you all. Ready to talk some Chiefs football again.
Okay.
Really wanted to check on Coach there. That was kind of an odd afternoon. I was just talking about the game there. I was watching some of the other ones, watching the end of the Commanders take down the Chargers. So I'm kind of feeling good about my picks and everything. And I'm seeing all of a sudden the Arizona-Tennessee game is close. I mean, what the hell's going on there? Coach Emery DeMercado. What do you say to him?
Guys, Marvin Harrison had a hell of a first half. And I've said, okay, they can't stop Marvin, right? If he's hot, continue to throw him the goddamn ball. And so the second half, my man didn't get no targets, nothing. They ran the ball 8 consecutive drives, no score. Didn't even touch the red zone. And when they did, oops, it's a fumble. It was so bad. I said, you know what? I'm cool. It's okay. And then the interception drops the interception, right? Ball rolls into the goddamn end zone. Guess what? Tyler Lockett jumps on the goddamn ball. I said 3 Cardinals defenders over there. Now, one of y'all, I said, okay, Dre. Okay. I said, okay, one hell of a day. DeMercado drops the damn ball at the goal line. I said, we lost this game. Lou, it's consecutive games we lost by field goals off of bonehead shit. 3 consecutive games, man.
The Bengals lost.
Yeah. So, but somebody like the coach Gannon, they win their first 2 games, and we are all kind of thinking, hey, they really haven't beaten anybody was supposed to be that good and aren't that good. Right. But walk off, all these, whatever bonehead plays, missed plays, penalties, and they just can't seem to get out of their own way. I can't remember the last time they had a coach get to a second contract. Do you think he survives the season?
Say it again, Luke.
I don't think he survives the season.
Do you think Gannon survives the season?
I think he do. I think Gannon survives it. I don't think Drew Petzing going to survive it. I think this is his last. I think they're going to make a move with him. It's unexcusable.
Mm-hmm.
Like John, as a coach, you're supposed to have faith in your OC, right? You're supposed to have faith in your OC, right? You're gonna go to bat for him. It's like Andy Reid goes to bat for Matt Nagy, right? It's like, okay, but after a while, for 2 consecutive seasons, it's the same stuff, lack of production, right?
Oh no! We suck again!
And then you see Marvin Harrison Jr. get off and he's hot, and you stop giving him the ball. You gotta go, man.
All right. Well, you got a bunch of coaches. Yes, I mean that guy with Tennessee, that was like a godsend for him. That may have saved his job for a few more weeks.
Oh, it did.
Mike McDaniel walking off the field looked like he was like death warmed over. I think he knows he might be taking his last steps as the coach for that team. You hate to see somebody lose their job, but it's just like week after week, some of these teams, they just keep making the same mistakes. You can't get rid of all the players. So, I mean, is it just from the top? So Arizona, whether it's Calais Campbell, some of those veterans have just got to get everybody, like especially the younger guys, keep their heads in the game, get them so that they're giving full effort. You saw last night, if you watch the Sunday night game, of all people, Stephon Diggs was the guy being the true leader on that sideline. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, keeping those young guys in it. Hey, it's not going great. We're hanging around. It's a close game, whatever. But that's, that you need some leadership on that team right now, because I would imagine coming into practice, they're all going to be like, what the hell just happened here?
And speaking of that, and then Baltimore Ravens, guys, looking at the Baltimore Ravens, I think that whole team is just shot. That whole team is shot. Offense to defense, they just shot, man. We're not used to seeing Baltimore like this, man. From a competitive standpoint, we're not used to this. Like, they have no mojo. Lou, what you think? Do you think it's the coaching? You think it's the coaching?
They've certainly lost a lot of players. They're the players that were out read like a Pro Bowl roster, right? I mean, you got a bunch, but still, you got to show up, be a professional, and play. I mean, it's like, are we just going to punt the season here and we're not even going to show up? So now all of a sudden, I guess as it relates to the Chiefs, I mean, we saw, they rolled up 37 on the Ravens. Well, everybody's rolling up 37 or more on the Ravens. Mm-hmm. So I think tonight's game all of a sudden becomes, I don't want to say a litmus test, but certainly we'll say, okay, was that just was it just Xavier Worthy coming back? Was it just that the Ravens are so injured and so just ineffectual on defense anymore? Because
do you think
Houston wasn't scoring anything? I mean, Houston's been anemic on offense, and they roll up 44 in their building.
Easy, hey Lou, and it was so easy. Like, to battle the Baltimore Ravens from past was known for their defense, right, guys? Right. And it was like, damn, bro, y'all ranked 32nd in the league, and like Houston didn't break a sweat. Everybody's catching touchdown passes. Hence, even TJ Tampa got beat on the route. I don't know the guy that beat him, but he beat TJ Tampa. Starks was getting beat, and it was like the Houston Texans look phenomenal, right? But again,
at least one of those Iowa State receivers got a touchdown, though.
No,
Jalen
it was
Noel
no
scored.
Jalen Noel, yes.
Now, do you see the Baltimore Jim Harbaugh been on a hot seat,
right?
After the season, even though he's been there 15 years, or 15 to 16 years. Do you see him being on a hot seat? Time to change the scenery. Maybe it's time for him to go to Miami. I don't know.
I think he's earned enough to kind of let the season play out. Maybe they get some of their players back and see what's up. Now, the defensive coordinator is a younger guy. Mm-hmm. He played for the Ravens, had like a really bad injury. His career got cut short. But they're coming off of having Mike McDonald, Wink Martindale as their defensive coordinators. They've always had these strong personalities. Now, again, I'm not saying anything about Orr, but something's going to change, right? Either, at the end of the season, they make a coordinator change, or maybe they make a change at head coach. But Steve Bisciotti's been, pretty steady through this whole thing. They've had some bad years. I think they were saying back in 2015 or something, or 16, they went like 5-11. They started off bad. So we'll see what happens with them. But we got a game tonight, boys. Let's go.
Yes. So before that,
Chiefs Blitz. 4 guys in a bar. Let's do this.
Let's get right into our sponsor. Lou, are you ready?
Football is back.
Play now in Missouri.
Gang. Go for it.
Play down in Missouri, you get $5, and get 5 to get 50. And you can pick higher or lower. You can win 10 times your money. 1,000. I know I can use that 1,000. I know a lot of people can too. Higher or lower, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter. But hey, we have Lou to say the rest of it. Go ahead, Lou. What you have for us today? We're gonna put you on there with Nick trying to sell this stuff.
No worries. No, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's so many different ways to win with Underdog Fantasy Sports. You can play high or low. You can play player props, team totals, whatever you want. It's a very easy, user-friendly experience when you go to the site. So if you haven't been there yet, even if you don't sign up, just check it out. See if you like it, and give it a go. Because if you do sign up, I know Nick's got a prize for you. And you go in for a drawing. If we get 100, the next 100 that sign up are going to go into a drawing for some other piece of memorabilia. So you can't lose. You can't lose. Even if you lose your 5 initial, they give you 50 bonus bets. You got Nick's ball here that's up for sale in the Chiefs shop, if you would, at Chiefs Blitz. You got the Hall of Fame ball signed by all 5 Hall of Famers there: Willie Lanier, Len Dawson, Emmett Thomas, Johnny Robinson. The ball's gone. I can't read the 5th name right now, but I think Nick was offering it for a little bit of a discount. Bobby Bell, sorry, that was the last one. $12.50. I mean, this ball is worth a lot more. You can go to different memorabilia sites, let them know what you're looking at here. You may have an investment that you could. This is like flipping a house, man. You may $12.50, turn around, sell it for $2,500. At that point, we don't care. Just let us know, where the ball went. So, we can bid it adieu, if you would. And then, of course, the Ultimate Ride giveaway. Derek Thomas's DT's Mercedes. I think is it a 500 SL, looks like. I don't know how long it's been since it's been driven, but the guys have seen it. Looks like it's in mint condition, $100. And the money all goes to charity. It's a Third and Long Foundation, Derek Thomas, Neil Smith. Reading for local kids. I don't know if it goes beyond the local area, but it's a great foundation. It's been around for 30 years. Probably, I think might even be, around 30 years, because that's when Derek started back in 89 or 90. So you got that, and as well as Duron Cherry's foundation. So you might win a car. You certainly can make some money on that ball. And if you go to Underdog Fantasy Sports, you can have a great week and come out with 1,000 times your money. So, hey, we give you so many opportunities to come out ahead on this thing. Please go to YouTube, subscribe.
And there you have it. And I know that's another game that y'all didn't get into. I was going to ask y'all before we get into our questions. The Chargers and Buffalo Bills, they both lost yesterday. The Chargers are looking like, they're going to be falling off here shortly. And the Broncos won yesterday as well. So what y'all think about that before we go jump right into the questions?
The Broncos, to me, like we said before, guys, we know their defense is stout. They got a tough defense. And Bo Nix played good down the stretch. He did. Bo Nix played some throw because early in that game, it was some key drops in that game. I'm like, okay, they're going to lose this game because of these drops. But then they picked it up at the end. Sutton had a day, right? Sutton had a day in the second half, man. Had some big throws against Mitchell. And I was like, wow, Sutton's starting to come along. So they starting to come along. They starting to click on offense just a little bit. But right now, I mean, like I said, the defense, the defense to me for the Denver Broncos is their strength. And that's what they use, and they got the job
think
done. They got the job done.
They got hurt. I think they got hurt like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
So the defense kept them in the game because, not taking anything away from Denver's offense, but it seems like every game the Eagles just have these lulls that last quarters where they basically almost forget how to play football, forget who they are. Saquon Barkley had 6 carries the whole game. His big play was on a pass, which is good. Devontae Smith was catching some passes, so that was good. But who are they right now? What's their identity? We don't know. But
their identity.
But give Sean Payton and everybody on that defense, Bo Nix as well on offense. The receivers were making plays, so they did enough to win. But it just seems to me like the Eagles can't seem to figure out who they are. Now they're still 4-1, right? I mean, they've got these awesome players, everything else, but I think they're really starting to have to look. It seems like every year they have like this issue. Last year they came out of it, obviously went on the run that they did. The previous year they limp into the playoffs and they get spanked down in Tampa. So we'll see what happens this year. Can they can they rebound and so forth? As far as the Chargers go, they're just, again, another one of these teams that has so many injuries. You really don't know really who, what they are overall. I mean, you have that kind of injuries on your offensive line. Imagine, what the Chiefs are trying to do with their offensive line. Imagine now losing Josh and Jawan and then one of the guards. What do you got? What are you left with?
Ooh, a damaged Patrick Mahomes.
It's difficult with the guys that they have. So you lose, potential All-Pro and All-Pro and Rashawn Slater. Mekhi Becton kind of came on last year. I think that was more of a product of playing for the Eagles, but still full-time starter at right guard. And now Murray and Hampton walks away from the game in a walking boot. So hence the AFC is really coming back to the pack, so to speak. And you don't know what's going to happen. We thought the AFC North was going to be like a tough division. The Steelers may win it by default.
I tell you what, Lou. I tell you what, Lou. I told my comrade over here. I said, guess who's gonna win the AFC this year? The Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts, Indiana Jones, baby.
Indiana Jones, baby. I be telling this boy that.
They ain't play nobody.
Oh
but
I'm pretty sure you picked the Raiders to win that game, Hans. And as we left the air, you were like intense.
I picked the Raiders to go with it, but I thought they was gonna pull something off, but they didn't. But other than that, man, it's
40-6. Yeah, they almost.
It's Monday. This game day today. Also, we got one update. I put out. We put out a tweet last night that it's Xavier Worthy but he's going to be playing and expected to play today. Jaguars. Walker is going to be more likely not going to play today. So
Walker had surgery earlier this week. I don't know how in the hell they expect him to play, but hey, who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. So other than that, man, we got a heck of a stuff lined up. It's a rookie that should be getting more playing time right now. And Smith, and a lot of us agree for it because everybody's banging on the drum for it. Everybody's tired our running game is not getting where it needs to be at right now. So we got a few questions to ask before we kick off this show. Sam said they won off the team's screw ups. I don't know what you're talking about there, but
bring that horse out, Coach. Bring that horse out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and read the questions. I got to fix this in the background. Go.
Oh, I'm on questions today. Am I? Okay.
Question two,
Okay. How does Smith's emergence change the dynamic in the Chiefs' backfield?
Lou, it's on you, Lou.
Well, we've seen, I think we've talked about this, that his snap count has been going up appreciably every game. Now, not to the point where he's a big part of the game plan. I think he went to 19 snaps last game, and he actually got the ball in his hand. So I think based on what Nagy has said at the podium, what Coach Reed has said at the podium, is that maybe he wasn't in complete understanding of all the calls and the checks and everything that goes along with being a starting running back in the NFL. So they're bringing him along slowly. Now Nagy's saying maybe expanding to a package of plays that he is going to have to basically work on. So if those plays are in the game plan and they're actually going to be, that's when he'll be on the field. So as he gets more and more acclimated and gets comfortable and makes more plays, then they'll keep putting more on his plate. But I think in terms of what happens to the dynamic, he has a golden opportunity here to seize command of that backfield, right? Because he's the most explosive one of the group. He's the best pass catcher of the group. So I don't think he's ever going to be a guy that, is going to be like a Saquon Barkley, give him the ball 25 times a game. But in this offense, if you can hand it to him 10 or 12 times a game, give him 5 or 6 targets a game, now all of a sudden that just kind of brings the whole offense together. It gives it a little bit more explosion coming from somewhere else besides a wide receiver.
I think, to me, he is so dynamic, guys. Remember Westbrook from the Eagles back in the day, right? Remember Brian Westbrook? I said it right, Luke. Brian Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
Very explosive, man. The guy you can line him up in the slot, man. You can line him up on the outside and the inside and the backfield. He was their guy. Hence, we know about Jamal Charles, right? We know what Jamal Charles was, right? Explosive. They can line him up the same way. Smith has that capability to do the same thing, guys. He got the capability to do the exact same thing, man, because he's a mismatch problem, especially when you spread them out. 1-on-1 against a linebacker, man. That's a first down all day. You know what I'm saying? So they got it right there, like Luke stated. Now he didn't know the play calling and the offensive lingo from Andy Reid yet. He didn't know it yet, but now I believe he's starting to understand the offense a whole lot more, and you see how explosive he is. But Andy Reid wants this man to really hone down on the playbook and learn it. But we seen what Brad Smith, what Smith is, right? We see what he is. So I believe right now, like you said, Luke, he have a great opportunity to go out there and show what can he bring to the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what the two last boys said. It can only be a positive thing, his emergence, in my opinion, at least. I mean, we saw last game, Pacheco struggled a bit. He sat out a couple of series, and they ran with Hunt and Smith. But I think, not to go completely away from Smith here, but I think Worthy coming back last game and Smith's count going back up, it just gave the offense a bit more explosivity in general, which I think we hadn't seen the first 3 weeks. But yeah, I mean, I did notice we didn't actually let him run the ball until Gardner Minshew came in the game. So I don't know if, he's still not seeing things, that greatly. But I mean, as a pass catcher, he's been great so far, and I think it's only going to get better. I mean, I think he's going to be really important for us down the stretch this year.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like I agree with Coach Dre. Usually I don't agree with him. Half of us on this show, even people in the chat, don't agree with this guy. But I agree with him, man. Like his style of play, Westbrook and Jamal Charles coming out of the field. You know what I mean? And like Omango said, you know what I mean? We've seen him come out like catching passes, everything else. We didn't actually see him run the ball that much. You know what I mean? Maybe he's not picking up the offenses that well, but I feel like this kid, his emergence is going to be, we're going to see it this game, right? It's supposed to be like some kind of forecast in this game. It's going to be forced to probably run the ball a little more. And we've seen it with Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. The yards it's not there, right? It's not there at all. It's Kareem Hunt is like he's getting a little slower. You know what I mean? Isaiah Pacheco is running with his head down. And you got Smith out here, that catch he had on the sideline, you know what I mean? Broke a tackle, kept going, kept moving his feet, broke a tackle, kept going up the sideline again. This is what the Chiefs are missing in the backfield. We can put on Twitter, we can put on Facebook, Instagram, go get Bryce Hall, or go get this running back.
Right.
This kid is not getting the opportunities because if we go get somebody else, right? We go get another guy, go pick him up off the off the trade for him somewhere like we did with Le'Veon Bell, right? Where was Le'Veon Bell when Andy Reid came? On the sideline most of the time. What's his name? The other guy, Shady McCoy, was on the sideline most of the time. He didn't get the ball that much. So if they're not picking up the offense, and I feel like this kid is, when he gets that, he's going to show that explosive Jamal Charles, that explosive Westbrook that Andy Reid like. Because the kid, you know what I mean? Hey, he had it. He like I said, when he's in college, he put up all them yards. So we shall see. Next question, Mango.
Was Brashard Smith's Week 4 performance a sign of things to come, or just a one-game flash? Lou?
Well, all right. I think we see his ability. We know what he can do, right? And again, it's just really going to come with more experience, more reps, and so forth. And he just has to prove to the coaches that he does have everything. They can have him in there on more than just a package of plays. That's really where the concern comes, is if he's in there, they don't want to limit what they can call, right? They want the entire playbook opened up and be able to call whatever they want and be comfortable with him if he has to be in pass pro, if he is going to, if he's going to be blocking on a jet sweep, whatever it happens to be. But that he's not, making, as they had mentioned, and he even mentioned it in his press availability, not making the same mistake twice.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it definitely is a thing. If anybody's been watching the show, we've been calling for this kid since January. So,
it's a loose guy.
We know he can do it. He has the ability. He just has to be able to do it at a professional level and at a level that everybody around him on the offense trusts.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you're going to be in there, you're going to have to be able to know if Patrick checks to something, whatever, you got to be on it and be able to run that, whatever that play calls for, and run it at a very high level.
I think it's a great sign of things to come, guys. And a lot of people don't agree with your boy. Y'all know I'm going to speak good about y'all guy, man. Like I said, it's a sign of things to come, guys, because I do believe he knows the playbook now. I do believe Andy Reid is starting to have faith in him. Guys, we know Pac can't run through a hula hoop. You know what I'm saying? We know Kareem Hunt's slow as shit. We know my man Days is behind him, right? We know the future is Smith. We all know the future is Smith, but this is gonna be the day. It's a great sign of things to come. It's not a flash in the pan. Yeah, he can't run through a Cheerio straight, man. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I do believe that Smith got it, guys. I believe Smith got it. I think Andy Reid was just really prepping this man to get him going. You know what I'm saying? Just to get him going. I do believe he's the guy for y'all, man. I do believe this gonna be the game to where he breaks out. I really do. So it's a great sign for me.
I mean, like Lou said, this Brashard's been a guy that's been on, our radar at least since before last season ended. I mean, he was I think he played pretty damn well to say last year was his first season as a full running back at SMU. So if that was if we're just getting a one-game flash, I'd be completely baffled based off what we saw from him at college. But yeah, it's going to take time. He's a rookie. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't expect the world of him immediately. Yeah. He's definitely not a round one guy, but there's definitely a role here for him on the team to carve for himself. But it's going to take time. It usually does with rookies. Where's Jalen Royals? I think he's had 2 offensive snaps at best. He's a rookie. It's going to take time, but the potential is most definitely there for Smith, and I'd be surprised if he didn't capitalize on it eventually.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just a game flash. I think it's one game flash. I think that we're gonna have to judge it off of this game. The reason I said there's a one game flash. Don't attack me in the chat. We seen the Baltimore Ravens give up multiple yards and multiple points to other opponents. Heck, like Lou said before the show. Before we got to the questions, that the Houston Texans looked like they was on life support on offense, right? Anemic, but they was out there putting up a massive show against the Baltimore Ravens, and I really want to judge him this game. That's why I said if his role snaps to continue to grow and grow and grow, and he continue to show flashes like that, you know what I mean? Maybe he can show more performance out there, but I'm not going to actually judge him off that game alone just because what the Baltimore Ravens are doing on defense. It's a horrible. It's got to be most elite, worst defense, you know what I mean, by far for the Baltimore in history, right? You know what I mean? They're giving up points after points after points and yards after yards. And could Smith look like the guy? Heck, I could put Lou out there with a helmet on and say, run up the field. And he can look like the guy against the Baltimore Ravens. But we don't know that for sure. But don't attack me in the chat. I'm just saying.
You gotta get boot to your ass in the chat.
Guys, I mean, again, that's a lot of words, and I didn't hear an answer. It was just a lot of it's either this or that, and a lot of fence sitting. You said it's just a one-game flash, but this. So which one do you believe?
He said, "Tell us, what do you mean, sir? What is it?"
He has the ability to do it.
I think he had the ability to do it, but with this question stated here, sir, I think it's a one-game flash.
Okay, so then you don't believe he's going to be that guy.
I do think he's going to be that guy.
What that means, then, if he's a one-game flash,
he's
a one-hit wonder. He's a one-hit wonder. You say he a '90s one-hit wonder?
Yeah. Okay. All right. We got you. What did the barber say? What did the barber say?
Oh, the next. Hey. All right, Mango. This is your next question, sir.
A lot of work.
Okay, shit now. Does adding another playmaker like Smith make the Chiefs' offense even more unpredictable, especially with how defenses focus on Kelsey and Worthy? Lou?
Yes, more playmakers is good. Let's have more playmakers on the field. I think we know why. I think we've talked enough about why. It might take a while for this thing to get on the tracks. We're just starting to crawl now, before we can walk and then before we can run. But yeah, absolutely. Especially from the backfield, the Chiefs really haven't had, a ton of explosives from the backfield for a couple of years. Pops has had a few runs here and there that have gone more than 20 yards, but it's really not been a consistent part of the Chiefs offense. Now, it's never going to be a huge part of their arm, but if you can have even that threat back there, now that, again, you just saw what happened when Worthy came on the field. Again, I get it. It was the Ravens defense right now. The Ravens defense, that's like an oxymoron. So whatever. But the point is that you have that speed on the outside. Now, all of a sudden, you put that dynamic player in the backfield as well. Gives the defense a lot of things to think about, and as long as they're thinking and not reacting quickly, that's a good thing for the Chiefs.
Well, since the question is adding another playmaker to the bunch, how the team's going to focus on Kelsey and Worthy. We got the other playmaker. I'm just saying we got him in Thornton. We got Thornton out there. I'm just saying we got him. It's Thornton's time to shine, baby. I'm just saying we got it. But adding a dynamic playmaker, of course, because as soon as Rice come back, guys, this offense is going to be incredible, guys. Unpredictable, unstoppable. Y'all know how Andy Reid rolls, ladies and gentlemen. He's predictable. He's unpredictable. We don't know who's going to have these many targets. We don't know. Just depends on who he's going against. So, right. But to answer the question, of course, adding a playmaker, man, is going to make this Chiefs offense more predictable. And hence, you said something that is very interesting on the last take. You said Le'Veon Bell was good, but he was on the bench. He was on the bench. So, man, adding somebody else, they got another playbook.
In his defense, he did say that Le'Veon was on the sideline a lot.
He did. I was like, this playbook, adding somebody, guys, right now, you gotta learn that playbook. So you might get a snap or two, right? The whole season. I don't know.
So to your point, Thornton, he didn't get a ton of snaps when Worthy was out there last week. Do you think we see a lot more Thornton with Worthy tonight?
Absolutely.
Would it just be me who would be more in favor of Thornton getting more snaps over Hollywood?
Yep.
Okay. Well, shit.
Hey, I'm all for it. I can see Thornton get way more snaps. I can see
Because I
get
feel
way
like-
more
Well,
targets.
I don't think
man.
I don't think they have to be mutually exclusive. I think you can get, you can still get Thornton more snaps, and Hollywood still get snaps as well. I think they just like the consistency of Smith-Schuster because he's that vet. He catches everything that comes near him and whatever. And Patrick feels, I think, more comfortable with him being where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there. So I think all these are taking just more time, more reps, and so forth. But I'm just curious if you guys thought maybe that Taekwon, like his reps are dependent on how many Xavier takes, and he just kind of picks up for when Xavier comes off the field.
I'd hope not. I'd like to see them together.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You'd think, at least a few times a game to just really put some fear in the defense. So,
You got the speed guy. Both guys are 4.2 guys, though. And Hollywood, to me, has become a possession guy, a guy that can move the chain guy, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, though. I believe that they got the firepower now. Honestly, they got it now. I know everybody loves Rashee Rice, but I do think the Kansas City Chiefs got the firepower now to be more explosive. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what to say. Everybody got it 8, but there can only be one head at the table. And we all know Rashee Rice is going to eat the majority of targets once he's back. The offense, they will try and run it through him. But that then also opens up more space for the other guys. Like it will allow Kelsey in the middle. Juju, that's a good spot for him. I mean, and the question is, another playmaker in Brashard Smith. That's going to help him as well down the line. So the more Kareem, I'm so close to kicking you out of this chat because he's always giving me F pluses. He still doesn't want to accept that Josh was a good pick. But yeah, it is. Adding another playmaker like Smith definitely.
The agent of chaos. He just dropped.
Hey,
he drops
come
in
in
to let you know in case you forgot.
That part.
I'm not sure what he's got. What does he have against Josh Simmons?
Because he wanted
Why
like
are you a hater, Kareem.
It was like defensive tackle or nothing for Kareem, wasn't it? In round
he wanted what's his name? That safety. It was a safety from
Kareem. Who? All right, good point.
Nicky Memori.
Nicky Memori.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Went to the guy that the Seattle took.
Yeah, so he just shits on Josh Simmons every day now.
I think left tackle was a big deal.
Nicky Memori.
Well, adding another playmaker, man. I think this, offense can get better, but it depends. Like we all can think this. I do think this offense is getting better, but heck, looking at the Ravens, I'm really gonna judge them tonight, right? Is we going up against the number one? Is it the number one defense? With the Jaguars, close to it.
They lead the league in takeaways.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. Like overall defense, I don't know if they're quite there.
I think Denver number one.
The Colts defense, the Broncos defense is way up there. Even the Chargers defense was up there for a few games.
Yeah. I want to see Worthy versus number 12, man.
Who is that? Hunter,
Travis Hunter. I want to see that. I want to see Travis Hunter versus Noel Williams. Tonight I want to see the playmakers show out. I don't think the Chiefs need to add it. When Rashee Rice come back, Rashee Rice is going to be him. He's going to lead the team. Lead in touchdowns. Like I said, I got standbys. As I said,
when Jacksonville plays man, I think you'd probably see Tyson Chandler, Jordan Lewis matched up on Xavier. I think where they use and how they use Travis Hunter, I think is more in their zone coverages. So that he can kind of like be lurking and be more of a playmaker on the ball and kind of eyes on the quarterback versus just covering man to man, because that's kind of what his strength is, I believe. So anyway, I mean, it should be interesting either way because they do like 13 turnovers they forced. So, and the Chiefs have only made one turnover on offense. So it is kind of a big gap there, and whose will gets imposed on whom. Does Jacksonville continue to take it away, or do the Chiefs continue to take take care of the ball and remove one of their superpowers, that'll be a big key to the game.
Go ahead, Mango. What do you have for us?
So we're going to jump forward quickly to next week because we take on. We're at home.
We haven't even played this game yet. What are we doing?
Well, obviously we know DJ Reed is on IR for the Detroit Lions. Terry and Arnold has already been ruled out for the Chiefs game, so they're going to be without their top two corners. So that is something to keep in mind going into next weekend.
Oh, okay. Head of the table. I don't know. Detroit tough, boy. I'm just saying.
Week 5, week 6. Guys are going down left and right. You gotta have full rosters. I mean, that's why I think the Chiefs have been so good, is they've been so fortunate with injuries or lack of. Now, I don't. Does that have to do with the strength and conditioning? Does it have to do just with the program that they have? Yeah. You would have to think so, because it seems like year over year, they've been pretty damn healthy. Whereas some of these teams just seem cursed, and it's every year. It seems like the Niners, the Ravens,
Arizona,
they're constantly battling injuries. The Chargers. So,
Hey, John made a good point real quick. He says like Trevor Lawrence has not been the best quarterback this year. He's 5'4", 5 TDs, 4 interceptions. Man, really not playing to the hype, right? We all know that. So I think right now this is gonna be a game to where the defense can really tee off, especially against Mr. BowTie's boy, Mr. Gold Jacket, Brian Thomas Jr., the one that says buried in Marvin Harrison. I really haven't seen my man get busy.
That's one guy.
So 31 for 15, 30 from 12, low receiving percentage. Man, I don't know, but we got to see tonight. So who gonna cover Brian Thomas tonight, guys? It's gonna be T Cup.
Is this a generational thing? Because I don't know in my life if I've ever heard anyone refer to the targets versus receptions ratio more than you. I mean, it's just like this guy was 7 for 6. Who gives a crap? How many times did he catch the ball? How many times did he score?
31 targets to about 12. I mean, what are you doing? You got a butterfingers, baby.
Bring some film to back it up and show. Okay, he's actually dropping these passes, or they're really good throws, and he's missing them. We don't know.
Would you say? But
he does have some drops.
Right? He's dropping.
Brian Thomas is struggling a little bit this year, and as I said last year, he did put up a bunch of numbers with Mac Jones versus Trevor Lawrence.
Lou. Stats don't lie, baby.
I kept him in my fantasy league.
Stats don't lie, baby. I'm just saying, baby. Stats don't lie, baby. That's what I'm saying. It's right there. I got to read. I got to say it.
Okay.
So what are y'all key matchups? Y'all, I already said my key matchup. What are you guys' key matches y'all looking up for tonight, Lou?
Well, I mean, the O-line against their pass rush is going to be first and foremost every single game.
Exactly.
Right? Hines Allen is certainly a guy you want to look for there. Now, I think if Trayvon Walker is out, one of our old buddies, former Chief, that just keeps resurfacing out there, Emmanuel Ogbah. Watch out for him. He'll just throw out a game where he'll have like 3 sacks. You won't hear from him again for about a month, but he may, he could have like that one game where he has a big game. But I truly believe that's going to be just about every game for the Chiefs is going to be how the offensive line holds up against the other team's pass rush. We'll see if they really bring much pressure, a lot of pressures, bring in like 5-6 guys. I don't know if that's really going to be their MO. But I think they like to have eyes on the quarterback, and that's where I think they're able to get the turnovers they do. So Patrick's going to pick apart like anytime if they're in zone for any length of time, and he has protection. So it's kind of you put the defensive coordinator kind of in a quandary there, what they like to do versus maybe what they have to do.
You just said a whole lot right there. You said if Patrick Mahomes, ladies and gentlemen, has the protection, okay? Now, Bo, you said he haven't gave up a sack. I'm talking about 74, Jawan Taylor. He haven't gave up a sack, right? I get that. But my man holds people. My man doesn't – his knees buckle. Guys. His knees is weak. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't pay attention to the call. When he hiked the ball, he loses train of thought, man.
If you hold every play, they're not going to call them all.
I mean, but damn, that's a WWE grip. That's a sleeper, bro. You putting casting sleepers.
They're not gonna call all of them.
Oh man, my man knees is knotted up. I'm just saying he don't pay attention to the height. I don't know, but he's before time. All I'm saying is
that can go either way for Juwan. Is he gonna be so hyped playing in his hometown?
I just hope. I hope I don't happen. What about you, Mango? What's your key matchup for tonight?
Travis Etienne versus the entire D line. Just don't let him throw. I mean, that's him. I don't think we've been as stout against the run as we maybe were last year so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, there's plenty a lot more football left to play and to work on that. But he's a shifty little guy, isn't he, Etienne?
Mm-hmm.
He can shifty little booger.
Exactly. Love the use of the slang there.
It's weird. Under the previous regime, he was kind of like falling out of favor.
Right.
And Tank Bigsby was really coming up. They ended up they draft Bashul Tootin this year, which was a guy that was kind of in that group with Brashard Smith, right? Yeah. And they end up trading Tank Bigsby, which looked like it was going the other way, where maybe Etienne was going to be the one out the door. But, I mean, he's responded in great fashion. And obviously he and Trevor's have a relationship going back to Clemson. Great out of the backfield. I mean, he would be almost like a perfect back for the Chiefs with his skill set. He really would be. So, yeah, I mean, he's had some big plays this year, and you can't sleep on. That's certainly one that they're going to have to keep their eyes on and not let him break the long ones.
All right, let's get into our score prediction. Nick had the Chiefs win in 27-24. Lou had the Chiefs win in 31-19.
Double digits. That might be the first for me.
Dre had the Chiefs losing 21-14. He just did that. He was mad because I was on his Cardinals all day. And the Mango had the Chiefs winning 27-20. And it's a close game. Man, you know me. 45-9. It's just gonna be field goals.
And Bo was just mad because I was on his neck, so that's why he said 45-9. You know what I'm saying?
It's just gonna be field goals all around for the Jags. That's all they get tonight. Yeah. So
do we see a 70-yarder tonight?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be to get them their 9 points. That 70-yard is going to be, at the end of the game, they're going to put them out there and say, hey, we got to make the score look irrelevant. So they're going to take the 9.
Dre always say special teams matter, guys. Hey, when you said 70-yarder, Lou, it hurt. It did something to my spirit, man.
Your heart
70 yards. Yeah, 70 yards. Special teams matter. 70-yard kick. I would love to see a game winner with 70. A 70-yard kick game winner. Your boy loves special teams, man.
I'm glad you bring this up, actually. I'm glad you bring this up. Lou, where do you currently sit on the fence that is Harrison Butker, given his bizarre form to start the season?
Well, I think he's built up enough equity in the organization to give him an opportunity to kick his way through it. Yeah. If at some point, he's just in his head and that's what it is. I mean, right now, I think Tobe has the idea, and I think everybody's got the idea that it is a mechanical thing.
Right.
It's not like he's in his head. Right. So I think you just give him the opportunity to kind of kick through it. If at some point it just looks like it is in his head or he cost them a game, then you really got to start thinking about it. But he is on the books, I think, fully guaranteed for next year. So he may be around for a while.
But go ahead and before we, go ahead and explain your score prediction, Dre. Why you say the Chiefs are going to lose? Why are you saying that?
Absolutely. I'm gonna break it down. Offensive line.
The
offensive line. Those tackles got to get busy. And who knows? Hey, remember I told you. And with the Chiefs, anything can happen. Brian Thompson go out there and light it up and show the world why Henson's guy, Mr. Gold Jacket, is him, and why he picked Gold Jacket, and why he believes he may be number one. And then you got Hunter. Hunter might go out there and shock everybody and shut Worthy down. Who knows? I don't know, but the Jacksonville Jaguars to me has a decent defense on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So
what about you, Lou? Or explain your score prediction.
Well, I think whether they played the Ravens or whatever, I just think having a game like that just kind of, I don't want to say confidence, but just kind of, okay, here's how we can get explosive plays. Here's how we can like continue to play moving forward. So I think the offense is going to have a decent night. I really think the defense is going to have a big night because it seems to me like the Jaguars have gotten a lot of their points off of turnovers. Chiefs really don't turn it over. Now, who knows? You know, it's Florida. There's always a chance of rain. There's always a chance of like, you know, and we're still in hurricane season. There may be some whatever. I mean, it's always going to be a chance, but whatever. You can't really predict that too closely. They're not looking for anything like that right now, as far as I know. 79 degrees at kickoff, maybe as low as 77 by the end of the game. A little bit of wind, but yeah, I think the defense is going to play well enough and the offense won't turn it over. They'll be efficient, score some points. And I figured 19 is a kind of an oddball number, so I threw it in there.
Yeah. So what about you, Mango?
I mean, I just kind of threw some numbers at the wall here.
You got it as a close game. Go ahead, sir.
I mean,
one-score game. That's what the Chiefs do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the only really good game we've had this year was against Ravens, but they're just banged up all over the shop, aren't they, at the minute? And Jacksonville look to have quite a nice defense, but I there's just something feels to me like it's not going to be all, you know, roses and everything tonight. I think we're going to really have to claw and fight for this one, which might be painful to watch, but, you know, as long as the Chiefs get the win at the end of the night, that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Only thing going to be painful to watch is that score, 45-9. So let me go ahead and explain mine. I feel like Spags is going to be in his bag, right? I said it. I've been calling it all week. When I seen the performance, you know, against the Chargers, then they went against the Eagles, I said, oh, Spags is back. Spags is back. He's never left. He's in his bag again. And then they went against the Giants. I said, oh, boy, Spags got another corner in Snead and Noel Williams. And he got another safety and Justin Reed and Roland Wallace. I said, oh, it's kind of looking familiar. This defense could be legit. Now they're going to show it tonight. Held the Jaguars to 9 points. Yeah, I said it before. Y'all said it on the show. You know, you said, you know, Trevor Lawrence ain't looking like the prince that they called him. They said he's not looking good. He's looking very average. So now I feel like the Chiefs see what they can do. Then they watched the Buffalo Bills lose. They watched the Chargers lose, and they watched the Broncos win. They said, "Hey, we cannot drop too much far down in this division, or we're going to be finding our race out of the West, AFC West. Crowning at the end of the season." So I feel like the Chiefs is going to come out on fire tonight, guys. 45-9. Hey, come and find me after the game. If they don't, hey, I'll be right there on the pregame at 6 o'clock with Dre and Mango to talk more about it. But 45-9, I only feel like they ain't gonna score a touchdown. I feel like I'm gonna be a shutout in Jacksonville. The storm is gone. Spags has showed up and shut down the Jaguars.
Coach, I want to thank you for not having Chiefs straight across the board. Thank you for not, for removing that jinx with all of us picking the same way. So,
he said, I pay attention, remove the jinx.
Appreciate you taking one for the team.
Oh, you know I am. I had to do it. I got tired of that. You know what I'm saying? Because just like the cube, I got tired of that jinxly cube. That cube was so jinky because that had been fixed in about 2 years. I said, I'm glad put the cube away.
That cube is laying in wait somewhere. At least
like the goddamn Annabelle doll.
Shut up, Drake. So I has an Annabelle doll.
But again, Halloween's right around the corner, man.
Yeah, please do not show that damn cube right now, man.
Drop your score predictions in the chat. And again, remember 6 o'clock tonight. It's gonna be me and Dre and Mango on a countdown show, Chiefs versus Jags.
Look at that handsome young man, Leo Chanel, corn-fed boy. Look at that.
Corn-fed.
He's going to eat tonight, man. He's going to make another huge play, game-changing play. I'm telling you.
But again,
Give
no,
that man his money.
You goddamn right, Ken. I would. You damn straight.
So don't forget, guys, 6 o'clock tonight, we'll be back here right on Chiefs Blitz on YouTube. Me, Coach Dre, and Mango. Hey, you can sit back, eat your popcorn, eat your wings, drink your beer, drink your wine, or drink whatever you drink. Drink your quality H2O and come and hang out with us tonight at 6 o'clock, where we're going to be getting you ready for kickoff and the countdown with the Jags, where you ain't going to find no more funner show and a more realistic show than right here. Hey, I know I'll be over the board sometimes. I know I said 45-9, but it is what it is. I feel like my team is going to come out. I just got to say what the other guys are not going to say. Hey, I'm just speaking for the chat tonight. Like Western said, yes, they're going to be in the arms of the Angels tonight because Trevor Lawrence is going down. The Jaguars are going down. Hey, the Chiefs are rising back on the top. Buffalo Bills lost like I said they was going to lose. The Chargers lost like I said they was going to lose. The Chiefs are rising back. After tonight's game, everybody going to say the Chiefs are back. The Chiefs are back. Hey, get ready, guys. Get ready.
Clip that part. The Chiefs are back.
Does Jackson DeVille jump in the pool in the Speedo tonight? That's what I want to see. That may be, all due respect to the KC Wolf or whatever they're using now, but I believe Jackson DeVille may be the greatest mascot in the NFL right now. When he stripped the pants off and he had the red, white, and blue Speedos on and started doing his little dance in the end zone, that was it for me. That's it. That's an all-timer.
Down to
That'll
his
never be
American flag draws.
Jackson DeVille, baby.
Jackson
Duval.
So
So tonight, guys, we're going to be in the jungle, guys. We're going to try to find Chester Cheeto tonight. We're going to knock all the hot chips and cheese puffs right out of them.
Not the stupid, dude. Stupid.
So with that said, guys, don't forget, guys, tonight, again, 6 o'clock, me, Mango, and Coach Dre. Hey, bring your drinks, bring your chicken wings, sit back and watch. And, hey, maybe you have a surprise. Maybe Lou jumps on. We don't know. Maybe Lou comes back and say, hey, I'm jumping in too, guys. I want a piece of these Cheetos.
I might be taking a nap before the game then. So we'll see. We'll see. I got to set that alarm.
So with that said, guys, we'll see you guys in the jungle tonight as a countdown. All right, guys, have the rest of you ready. Cheetos out of them.